Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers. So let's get you up to the Steel City. Standing by in Pittsburgh, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Green, the tight end, in motion. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll give the Steelers a first down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Fresh set of downs here. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, they're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
11 yards on the pickup, and the Steelers are going to have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL. And now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Hayward Bay has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Green, the tight end, in motion. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. In motion left, Curse. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Following the penalty. It's Rawls. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Mike Mitchell coming up from the secondary to make the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. The slot man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
On third down, Wilson flushed out right. He may try and run for this. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be fourth down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. Wilson on the keeper.
When a quarterback sneak is run well, many at home wonder, what's so tough about that? Just take the snap and move forward. But it really pays to be shifty like a Russell Wilson because you have to know where the hole is and get there quickly.
The first carry for C.J. Prosise. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll come out in the pistol. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. From the gun on third down, Wilson. He's got Curse. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
First down, this is Rawls. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. And he is out of bounds right around the 20. Brown finishing 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now for him, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers. Charles, what did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed at tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, well, you can make bigger plays downfield.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. Out left side here to Bryant. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 44 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. In motion left, the tight end. Now Bell. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
3rd and goal now. The defense looking to hold serve again. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. And he motions the wide receiver. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now you got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a toss. This is Rawls. Muscles him off. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Now, that's a decent amount of aggressiveness right there. Inside their own 10-yard line, they still run the toss, even though they know that can be a little bit of a dangerous play, and it pays off pretty well with a nice run.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The drive starts with C.J. Procise. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Counter play, Rawls. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
8 yards still remaining here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
2nd down following the incompletion. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Design run for their wideout. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh 1st down. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. A good pickup there, 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Red zone opportunity.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Roethlisberger will throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes as a defense, when you're defending the pass, play after play, you get tired chasing the quarterback, especially the defensive lineman. So when they actually run the football, it's almost a relief.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his...
He's got his tight end. That's James. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now the offense operates in the red zone. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, it's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, I just kept using it.
A gain of 3, second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Wilson, a give to Rolls. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. The busy afternoon continues for Rolls. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Baldwin goes in motion right. They run with a power back. Rolls. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come up in an offset eye. On 1st down, Procise. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And the play clock's running down. Now it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
It's a loss of 2 there, right? Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, Process. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On is Hauschka now for the Seahawk field goal. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mike Morgan in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic. And Big Ben welcomes that. And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.